Here we are in Enfield with the Ghibli. This car is now fully finished with respect to main body metal work, and it is in the process now of priming, blocking, sanding, repriming, and curing. That's the foundation for the final paint. So here you can see we've got multiple layers of primer, and you can see looking inside, we're also primed underneath the car and in the engine bay. That does not need as many steps of blocking because it's not going to be the beautiful finish like the black exterior. Moving around the car, you can see, really now the shape of the whole automobile for the first time. No dings, no flaws, no damage. This is a perfectly straight body, just probably actually straighter than what would have rolled out of the Maserati factory all those years ago. The one thing that we're still working on, and Rick's going to show us, is the hood. The hood was really rusted and needed extensive rebuilding.
The hood is interesting because there's a frame that's the perimeter of the hood that's actually two layers. It's this perimeter with a flat panel on top that makes a sandwich. You can
see here's the spot wells where the sandwich is welded together.
You can feel both layers here.
Yeah,
and what that did was it was all bare steel when it was built, so it started rusting from the inside and growing. And that made bumps down the surface of the hood. And this whole section was rotten, so this was all recreated. And in order to do that, we had to peel back the skin. We opened the skin.
See how it's taken off? See how it's separated here.
We've replaced the corners of the skin because they were rotted from all the layers of rust starting in here. So it's very much a work in progress, but all of the rust has been taken out of it. Inside of all these channels has all been treated before the top layer was put on. So this hood will never rust again. But now it is in the stages of being worked as well.
So this is such a huge difference when we restore these cars compared to how they were built. The Italian car makers just staple two bare pieces of steel together to make their bodies, and they rusted from the day they left the factory. There is nothing where there's bare steel on steel in these restorations. When you look inside here, there is no bare steel anywhere inside this body. Anywhere panels join, it's all primed and finished. And one of the important steps that you can't see but is happening just the same is the curing. Whenever we put a layer of paint onto a car that's going to have many coats, each layer has to cure and it kind of settles in. So if we hurry the process too much, sanding and respraying, what we end up with is artifacts in the finished paint, and it's not perfectly smooth. And that, of course, is what we want to avoid. So that's what you see unfolding here.